This is what starts to happen when you're close to that very first wholesale deal. And this is the reality of wholesaling real estate. A lot of people, when they first learn about wholesaling real estate, they're watching all these videos. But once they actually start putting in the action and doing different things to get that very first wholesale deal, a lot of times they're surprised by the amount of work or the intensity of the work and just the overall process. So in today's video, I'm going to break down exactly what happens when you start to wholesale real estate and what happens when you're getting close to that very first wholesale deal. What's up, YouTube? It's Matthew here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you all what happens when you start wholesaling real estate, the realities of it, and also what beginners should look out for when they're getting close to that very first wholesale deal. So first of all, you start learning about wholesaling through YouTube videos, researching online, and you're saying, okay, this is something simple. But this is what happens when you actually get into it. When you get into it, you understand how difficult it is, right? So first of all, you pick a marketing technique. And sometimes you're trying so many different types of marketing techniques and it's not working, right? And then when you have narrowed it down, what you decide to do is spend more money than what you think you had to spend on this business because you hear online, wholesaling is free. You can do this with no money. It's all simple. No, it still takes a good amount of capital to get started into this business. Yes, not as much as a lot of other different parts of real estate, but wholesaling real estate does require some sort of marketing spend or software spend in order for you to get leads and reach out to them. So this is the reality of wholesaling that you don't get from a lot of gurus online or a lot of people online, that wholesaling does cost money, right? This is the reality of wholesale real estate. Now, the second thing is when you start wholesaling real estate, you understand how long and how difficult it is for you to actually speak with the seller. And then on top of that, speak with a seller who's interested. And then on top of that, speak with an interested seller who's ready to sell within the next 30 days. And so these are the realities of wholesale real estate because you're listening online. Okay, yeah, I was able to get this deal done in 30 days. Yes, that can happen. But the thing is, a lot of people don't understand that a lot of people, when you hear online, or even when I have interviews online, they probably talked to 100 people before that. They were working hard, they were grinding. Yes, there are cases where maybe on their third call, they found a wholesale deal. That's great, right? But I think a lot of beginners need to not always hear that type of story and understand that the true and honest way to get into this business and to actually close a deal is through patience, it's through enduring, it's through follow-up, it's through consistency. And that's how you will get closer to that deal. Now, another thing that a lot of wholesalers or beginner wholesalers do not understand when they first get started, or and once they get started, this is what starts to happen. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I don't want these things to discourage you all if you're experiencing them right now in your business, right? So another thing is just closing that first wholesale deal. Yeah, we talked about the money. We talked about actually getting an interested seller, but now you need to actually close a wholesale deal. And so it could take a couple months, right? It could take 3, 4, 5 months. It took me 8 months to actually close that very first wholesale deal when I first started a couple years ago now. So the reality is that it takes longer than you expect to close that very first wholesale deal. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, okay, these are the things that actually start to happen when you're getting close to these wholesale deals. So you all can look out for it. Actually, maybe your mindset should not be, okay, I need to close the deal, but I need to get to these experiences so I know I'm closer to that wholesale deal. So number one is you start to talk to more people, right? You get on the call, you're more consistent, and you're getting more responses from seller, whether it's a no or a yes, you're getting responses from seller. This is what brings you closer to that deal. Now, the next step after that is that you start to get more interested sellers, right? You get people who they say, yeah, we're thinking about it, but it may not be in a year. Count that as a win. You're getting closer to that first wholesale deal. And then you're going to have that timeline shrink. And then people are going to say, yeah, we're ready to sell in the next 30 days. This happened or that happened because of this situation. We need to sell fast. And so when you start having conversations like that, you know you're getting closer to that deal. Now, the next thing is that if you're able to meet these sellers face to face. Now, this is key because a lot of beginners, yes, I'm all good with virtual wholesaling. Do that. In this virtual world, it's totally fine to do that. But I think a lot of times what people are missing is that face-to-face contact, and it makes you more convincing and more persuasive when you're in person with that person, because people can be all strong and mighty over the phone, but in person, they're different people. They're a different person, right? And so getting in front of a seller will bring you closer to that deal. It's just like a check mark. It's proof that you're getting closer to that first wholesale deal and just getting deals on a consistent basis. So that's one big thing. And then another thing is that one key thing for beginners, especially, I remember for me when I was starting with wholesaling real estate, I researched online. I followed a bunch of YouTubers. But when I started to work in this business and start to see the realities of this business and see what actually goes on, I started to actually stop watching certain YouTubers because I knew exactly who I needed to listen to in order to give me encouragement, in order to give me direct, practical information. And I started to cut off some of them, right? Not because of them or anything like that. It's just that, okay, now I'm focused. I'm narrowing it down to who I'm listening to because this is the path that I want to go, and a similar path that this person is going on. And so in that same way, once you notice you start to focus on maybe a few influencers that you like that talk about this subject of wholesaling real estate or mentorships, so you know if you start doing that, you're getting closer and closer to that deal. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is closing that very first wholesale deal and just some of my experiences when I notice, okay, these things are happening. I'm getting closer to my first wholesale deal. So, number one is consistency with marketing. When I started to be consistent with just sending out mailers, and at the time it was expensive for me, and it's even more expensive. Postage is more expensive, letters are more expensive. You have all these expensive things. And so, if mailing is not your thing, do cold calling, do something else, right? But I started to notice I started to be consistent, right? Week after week, sending out marketing, or week after week, cold calling, having a couple of hours, my dedicated hours of cold calling, right? That's what you need to do if you decide to do cold calling. And so I started to see more responses, like I was talking about, more interested, potential motivated sellers. And then from there, that's when I started to go on more appointments. I started meeting with people. I started to understand, okay, I probably should say this or I shouldn't say this, because I would see the reactions on those very first appointments that led me astray or didn't allow me to close on that deal. And then from there, I found the seller and they were interested, they were ready to move on, older gentleman, the house needed work. And so I closed it, I put it on the contract. And then even then there were some things I needed to learn with contract, with making sure the cash buyer knows that they pay all the closing costs. That was one of my mistakes. But anyways, I got that done. And then from there, dealing with the title company, I'd done enough research and understood it to understand how to pick a title company and how to essentially close deals with a title company and working with all the legality of that. And then, so as you can see from my story, that, okay, there was consistency, and then you started to see results from those consistency through responses from sellers. And then from there, you started to see more appointments, and then you were able to talk better to sellers and actually close the deal and get things done. So if you're discouraged right now in wholesaling, if you're seeing some of these things happening, just know you're close to that wholesale deal. And I want you also to understand what I talked about earlier in this video, that, hey, these are actually things that are happening in wholesaling real estate. Don't be afraid. Yeah, if you notice you were so excited to get started in wholesaling and then you're not getting any responses, don't be discouraged. Understand that this is the reality of this business and that you'll do fine. All right, you all, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, comment down below your thoughts, and subscribe. All right, I'll talk to you all later.